Welcome back, my friends, to Pleasure Pond. We are here in the next episode. I believe it is episode number 8, and in fact, I forgot to save this last time around, so let's say Pleasure Pond 7. Forgot to do that in the last episode, so don't mind me. And we're going to check out the stuff we've done in the last episode. So first of all, we do have some cool river rapids over here, as you can see from the last episode, and I'm willing to have a little looky look if it's actually working. Because as I said in the last episode, it triggers me a little how they've done certain things in here. And it almost looks like as if it's not functioning. But maybe it is functioning and we are going to find out. I don't even know. But this over here looks very sus in my opinion. But it just somehow works. It just somehow seems to be free floating here. And it does work. And I have no idea how that is done. So apparently there's like a wave pool in here, which looks kind of cool. And honestly, it all looks so freaking awesome if you have it like this. So it is actually, it's working. So we're going to keep that open. I really want to see the magic, how this is done. Because like there is no real path in here. I have no idea how they've done that. There must be a little trick in here. Because as you can tell, the actual ride ends somewhat over here. And then it just begins over here again. So I'm not sure if it just magically stays in the water or not. I do need to know that. Because that is some trickery I've never seen done in here. And like, it's just so good. It's like so freaking good. And I'm also not sure if this is an entire body of water. It almost looks like, but then again, it's not. It's actually not, because you can... Oh, wait, I have an idea how they might have done this. Isn't there like the super wide... Yeah, this could be how it's done, right? There is like this super wide area of the... You know what, guys? I need to figure that out. I'm going to place down a rafting myself because I'm like... River, it's called, right? River? No, wait, we are in... Oh, I'm track rights. Create custom, and we're going to create this one real quick. Don't mind me, the other testings are working. So how wide is the actual wide stuff over here? So wait, what about... Okay, well, if this is going to be wide, and I'm going to turn that into wavy. Okay, but there still is this weird edge in here, and you just don't have that edge in the middle, which is exactly the same goes over here. There's also not that edge. So how is that done? And it actually looks almost like as if there's some... What is going on here? Because it also moves so weirdly. It almost moves realistically now. How the heck is this done? I'm like super intrigued right now how this is done. I'm just wondering how could they do this trick? Like what piece could make this work? So I'm very much confused. So this is the normal body of water, which is not like, okay, this is not what it could be. So what else do we have over here? This is making it wider to the side. Okay, so it could be this one. It could actually be this one. And then switcheroo to the other side could then make it... If you cleverly hide this... Yeah, but it's still way wider. It's still way wider. I need to know. So if the creator of this ride watches this, you need to PN me and tell me how this wizardry is done. I just genuinely don't understand. And I want to understand. Or is this that did they figure out that the pool's actually... Because it almost looks like as if this is a pool. So if the pool is kind of grabbing... Is that like how it is? Does the pool grab that? Because like if I click on the ride itself, and I would need to edit this. I'm going to place this whole thing down a second time. I'm sorry you have to go through this with me, but I am very much too intrigued by that. I'm not sure if these things will need energy. I'm just going to give these things energy right now. We've got a lot more guests in the park now. This coaster should be tested now too. Let's open that up. The scissor is being tested too. Let's open that one up. The coaster itself is tested too. So we're going to open that one up too. And now what also about this thing is open. This thing is open. So hopefully we're going to get a lot more guests now because this is assigned for this work block none. How about having more staff members, like ride attendants as well? The absolutely non-staff member. We're just going to have a lot of those in here so that it does work. So the train is still passing through here. We are going to fix the train in a minute, but I want to quickly figure out that wizardry. We're just going to place down the mountain stuff again. And I just need to, you know what? I'm just gonna do this off screen. This is not part of this Let's Play. I don't want to bother you guys with this. But what I want to bother you with is this incredible area over here and hopefully the incredible amount of people that come into the park. What we could do is, actually, we can do some marketing. Can we do some marketing? So park rating, park options. Is there a way of attraction rating? Unique attractions, the amount of whatever. I don't know even know what park reputation is going better. Attraction for next star, 8 from 10. We need 10 of those. Okay. Can we do some marketing? Attractions and shops, finances. Okay, today. Wasn't there a way to do marketing? This is research, and then in here, pleasure pond. I think it might actually be because I'm not. It might actually be because I'm not in the actual gameplay. So that might... Oh, advertising. Oh, no, never mind me then. We're going to do coaster lovers, create advertisement, cost per hour, whatever. We can do whatever we want. Confirm. And we can also do a flat ride one. And the advertising... Okay, cancel. Then just leave that one going. Okay, we don't have a pool. I don't even think I want to have a pool in here. This is merely like a... this is a classic theme park. Okay, we're going to have to edit this one, unfortunately. But we are going to just about do this. So we're just going to delete this whole thing up until here. And then we're going to just sneak that as best as we can around here. So let's see that we don't overdo it. Is that the shortest bit we have? Okay, fair. Look at that. This worked better than I thought it was. Is that already pretty straight? It goes straight through here. Yeah, that is cool. So the train just goes by here very subtly. And then we can already curl that over to the side. And, well, that worked much better than I thought it's going to be working. So this should be a no-brainer now. Yeah. Well, hold on. We're just going to delete this bit because now I think what we will be able to do is we will be... Yeah, that's much smoother. Much smoother. And we can just open up that thing. There you go. Train fixed, area fixed. Look at this. So you go in with these things. There's like a whole bunch of supports in here, which I don't really mind. I don't really mind to have them all in here aligned. This kind of is still looking good. I mean, it's custom supported though. Is the coasters open, right? What a shame. And people start to queue up massively, actually. Look at how they go around that fountain. And they just have to make like a huge amount of pathway leading into that. Is that the same thing over... Oh, wait, they can't even access this area. We're going to quickly fix that by just about going with the same. You know what? I do not want to have path extras added, and I do want to have that much smaller than this. So we can... I'm going to move this kind of thing anyways. So we are just going to... Let's connect this here. Oh, wait, I had merge. Let's deactivate merge for a second. There you go. And so that still looks a bit weird, a bit wonky here and there, but it's all good. So let's just connect that area like so. This is a bit of a weird one, and I'm not going to keep it this way. So first things first, I need to make sure that this is looking a lot nicer. And I believe this could, yeah, this looks a lot better if we do it that way. And then just about curl that around. And that is just leading into that area. I wonder if that makes sense. I could have bring this down to the other side here. That would, yeah, it would look better if we do it that way. So just get rid of these things here. That's all not needed. And we're just going to bring down the pathway in a much better manner. So can I... Yeah, no. Is there like a way of... Okay, that... How about making that a lot smaller? And now just about have this straight, go down like a nice ramp over here. and then we connect this. Yeah, that's much. That is much, much better. I'm gonna round this corner off over here, and that's a bit of a wobbly, weird connection here, which I'm fine with. And now let's see how we can move this thing. Actually, let's see. There's a lot of stuff connected here, which is okay. Is this thing still touched by the other one? No, this has to have this thing, which is good. We're going to hide that underneath the pathway. It may still have a bit of a negative effect, but it's okay. And now this little cutout will be fixed by the draw tool. The draw tool is going to fix that because we're just gonna have a bit of a curve in here. Lovely. Okay, that is fantastic. And is this like an individual? Oh my god, I quite like that thing. So I'm just gonna bring that down. Can we just have that? Yeah. And like one more, please. Yeah, whatever. One more, please. Go down. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got these two supports lined up as well. Everything is in place, and we can hit play. Now, this thing is also open for the public, and people will be able to come in and join that area. Oh, that is so lovely. Pleasure Pond is becoming so good. Okay, the question is, we've got some spaces to fill, and I talked about that we will do it. So we're going to actually go to the workshop. And we're going to look for a restaurant that fits our needs and demands and whatnot. So let's say filter, and we're going to see where this is going to be. Building staff services. And no, that's not services. Changing room, toilet, entrance, guest service. No. I need to have buildings. Is that in here? Nope. Guest age restriction for all ages. Entertainment, parades, arcade machines. We could make an arcade as well. I definitely want to have an arcade at some point. Shops. Restaurants, there we have that. Confirm and have a look where a nice restaurant is going to be at. So there are a lot of nice restaurants in here, I assume. I mean, this building looks kind of Main Street service. Is that a okay, that's just like, that's not a proper restaurant. That's just like restaurant pieces. I would need to have like a real restaurant. That one, Café du Paris, looks good as well, but it's not. I want to have like a bit of a different one. There are a couple of nice ones in here. I'm just going to click through until I have something that piques my eye, like a proper restaurant that has like a pretty nice seating area, maybe even outside. This one is a town restaurant. Yeah, it's about okay. It's not the best thumbnail. If you are going to redo this, the thumbnail in bright light always does wonders. So that is nice, but can we find a better one? Look at that one. Myth Hotel with pool. I mean, we don't really, it doesn't fit our vibe over here, but I like that. Chinese restaurant looks good. Not our vibe anyways, but yeah, that's just, oh my god. That's a Star Wars-esque vibe going on over here. It's a Winnie the Pooh restaurant. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so cozy. That is so cozy. Look at that. I mean, I'm almost tempted, like, for the kids. For the kids. Ooh, that's so good. That's so good. Cursed Mine. Yeah, I mean, that looks cursed indeed. What else do we have in here? Oh, there's some good stuff in here, guys. What's the small realistic stall? I mean, I'm gonna grab that because it's nice, but that's nothing for the area. I need one good restaurant. Maybe we find something, type in restaurant. Restaurant. Like that, and then yeah, I gotta go to the first page, blah blah, and maybe it's a bit easier to find one then. So Main Street restaurant, okay. This one over here is how's that looking? That's a bit too modern. What about this one? That is a little bit too off, but we're getting closer. I'm willing to say that we might find some. You know, I'm just clicking in here a little, just so we are in some other areas of the workshop. I quite like the fact that we need to click in a little, so we're finding some older creations as well. But that is a Cafe Gateway. Okay, so this is a restaurant, but it doesn't have the seats aligned. We could still do that on our own, so that's not a big deal. Magic Viaduct one looks good, is a bit too spacious for us. What about that? Winter Heaven Restaurant. Huh. Let's have a look at that one. Maybe you can see that's a very pond-ish one. That's something I do find interesting. Look at that with the Shaw, with this kind of pirate ship in there, like that too. Oh, magical mystery. Yeah, okay, never mind. That is the one we need. Magical mystery restaurant by Framsterdam. Ooh, love that. So what do you have in your workshop too? Ooh, there's some other very nice buildings. Magical building. Oh, let's grab some of those and make like a little magic area. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. Where do they go? Is there like an actual pool? Oh, I'm almost willing to sacrifice the no pool rule for that. Yeah, but I can't do that. It's too, I mean, even though that looks freaking awesome, I'm not doing this. Some very good stuff in here. Framsterdam, good stuff you have. Good stuff. I'm gonna make that a magic edge. That's gonna be what it is. Like it's not the Disney magic edge. You know what I mean. Okay, but there's some good stuff in here. This is also a corner generic restaurant. I'm almost saying that is very nice as well. That's like very good for a budget park, which is not. It's not. We are not having a budget park. We just installed a gas blower. It's not budget anymore. It's not budget anymore. That one is the steakhouse. Or is that? Oh my god, there's something blurred out for the name Spy. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's a unfortunate name for the workshop. A very unfortunate name. I like that restaurant. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Ooh, that's a magic restaurant sitting on top. What is this over here? Little Caesars. Oh, that's like a very, very American kind of style stuff. What about this restaurant? Western? Nope. Nope. What about modern restaurant? I'm just looking if there's something available for these search terms. Okay, so that's going a bit. It still does it. I think it doesn't take both into consideration as a whole, but just like each of those as like for the category, right? It's a bit of a. So what about tomorrow's lounge space? Looks freaking awesome. Doesn't fit the style. What about this one? Restaurant 3. That one is almost like generic. I like that a lot. What about that one? Captain's Catch. Yeah, okay. It's not as, I mean, it's not really piratey where we are. So it still looks really decent, but it's tropical. I wish more like this. This is the quality. Wait, hold on. Let's have a look what this person has in. Okay, that is unfortunately all very tropical. I love that. I dig all the style. Oh my god, so good. I gotta build a tropical park at some point as well. Not gonna lie, there's a big lag at this point, and the tropical stuff looks good in this game. So I'm willing to admit that this is something for the future. Maybe for the winter time, to keep us all a bit more warm during the winter times, who knows? But at the moment, I can't really think of coldness or whatever here in Germany. It's like so hot. Okay, I think, you know what, we're just gonna go with it because that restaurant we had over here looked, Winter Heaven is good, but the other one was also pretty decent. Let's go back into the game and go to facilities and select restaurant, and then we've got all that stuff in here. So this is the one yeah, it also fits in here like a charm. So we're going to bring this down so it does sit in here very nicely indeed. So let's just see that we meander that down. Okay, so the question now is, where do I put this realistically? Because I want to have these magic buildings also appeal to that area. So I think I will put this restaurant actually the other way around. And we're gonna sneak that into this area here, so we can have maybe 2 buildings. So I think this is about what I want to do. I don't want to block the station too much. I still want to make it visible. So maybe we are going to rotate that even more so that it just about with the stone touches that area. And then we have a look. Yeah, that station is kind of visible from over here. Yeah, it's still very visible indeed, which is great. So we have that restaurant very nicely sitting over here. And there is like no connection to the side right now, but this is something I'm quickly fixing because this is just too good to not have. And we're gonna have this over here, and we're just going to grab our wonderful tool to delete some of the edges, and you guys, like you tree, you can meander over here, and let's grab some of these pieces. Fantastic. And what I'm willing to do is I'm just going to style that a bit of a different way. So add curbs off, add foundation on, whoops, Yeah, there you go. This is about what it needs to be. Look at all the people, how they gather in here and just really want to have that stuff. So really, really enjoy that. Really, really enjoyable area here. So, okay, fix all these bits and bobs over here. And then there is the restaurant building, right? Yeah, let's actually... No tables, add tables. Do I need to always auto-connect them? Hold on. Connect tables. Here goes that. Connect then. Confirm. Okay, so this is done. Well, we can just get rid of because it doesn't really fit that area. We gotta get rid of these things actually. It's magical, it's nice, but it doesn't really suit that area, so we are just going to get rid of those. Okay, that is kind of cool. You know what's also kind of cool is we have the idea to make that little pathway meander through here a little. So maybe that is a nice little touch, you know, to go through here, and we're going to scatter these magical buildings in between. And that is about it, you know. We can also just grab some of the trees even more. So here, just like to make it fit in that area a bit nicer. Can you stop bopping to that? Can you stop bopping into the other building? Man, that was a kind of a bit annoying here. So look, the people actually seem to enjoy that quite a bit. 2,500 guests in the park. Now we are talking. It's getting better and better. So let's say magic. Is this available in here? Yeah, there's one magic building. Magic building. Ooh. Is that taller though? So in terms of blocking the view too much, it's still okay. I'm just going to bring this to the front here. I'm just going to rotate this to this side. And we're going to have that sit here. I think this way around, we will A, have a nice backdrop for that thing, and still, yeah, that frees this look a lot more. So that is, oh my god, it is floating. Why is that even happening? Okay, well, is that now connected? That seems about connected as it goes. Yeah, it's not floating anymore. And not sure why the color is that different over here, but I'm just waiting to fix that real quick. So that's cool. And now let's open that up, and we have the little kind of shop in there. And we may actually use the draw tool here to just about make that look a lot nicer. So hold on, we're just gonna fix that corner. And about this. Okay, that's a weird fix, but I take that. That was weirder than I thought it's gonna be. So people go through. Where's that other magical building? Is that also in facilities? Do I also type in magic here? This is that magic thing? Huh. Okay, it's always like that pinkish backdrop, so maybe that is easier to find by just going through here. So this is the magical building 1, which is exactly the same, right? Which is exactly this one. Okay, fair enough. So where's the other one? Did I download this? Where is the other one? Is it in here? It's a lot. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot. It's not in here. What else could we look? If it's not facilities, it's not pools, it's not flumes, track rides, flat rides, coasters. It doesn't make any sense that it's in there. So maybe it is in facilities. No, didn't I download this? Pools, flumes. No, okay. So I do need to get this again. So let's go to the workshop. And was Framsterdam, was that the person we did this get from? I should have just followed that person. That would have made my life a lot more easy. So let's say magic restaurant. Let's see if we find that right away. Here goes all the restaurants, but it's not the magic one in here. Maybe on the other side. My bad that I didn't save that. That was actually stupid of me. I could have just checked in my installed ones. Yeah, well, I definitely need to do that, I guess, in a bit. I mean, we found this in here, so why is it not? I mean, technically, if I... Okay, so hold on. If I type in magic building 01, it's not going to give me that, right? It's so weird, isn't it? It's so freaking weird. I should have just double checked that. Can I see this in the menu? So if I go to the menu and I'm just gonna type in Magi, and then is there a hint to whom that's from? Can't really go to the workshop. Go to workshop. Oh, over here. That is it. Go to Frontier Workshop. Is that where the building sits? Oh, that is all my selected ones. Okay, that makes my life a lot more easy. Okay, well, that's a function I didn't know of, but I gladly take that. So let's just click through here. That one's also kind of cool. Park door one, I use that for the moment. So it's from Amsterdam. I did remind me. Magical building 03. Why did I not find this? Uninstall, install. Oh, this is a heater. This is a heater. That's why. Okay, now we are talking. So I guess it's in pools then. And we're gonna say, wait, no, hold on. It's in facilities. And I'm in the wrong tab. This is why. And now if I type in yeah, okay. Well, that could have been much easier, my friends. But my stupid little me messed it up. Okay, well, that is not the height we need to. Let's just bring it all the way down. So there's that heater. Even though I have no idea what that heater might be for, we're just still putting that in just because of that lovely building looking good. So I'm just gonna fix the pathing, and we're just going to use the draw tool again to bring this nicely into this wonderful area. Awesome. That looks so good. Just going to put some more random bushes in here just so that it looks a bit nicer also to the edges. You know, there you go. And we can also call that episode a day and then make a last episode that focuses on bringing this park together, I would say, because it now looks all very nice. There's one slot for a flat ride missing, and there's a lot of fixing to be done with, like, you know, putting some other stuff in here. Maybe we can find 2 rides that fit in here. So like a Helter Skelter could fit in, like a nice design of that one. So if we go to flat rides, do we have still a nice blueprint of some of those? So I know that there are some really good ones in here as well. We have the Flügelsteuer. This is still the one I wanted to have, and yeah, it's not going to fit there, but it's definitely going to fit in this corner over here, which is absolutely where it's going to go. Just because, I mean, we need this ride. We need it in the park. This is the perfect family ride anyways. So we're going to place this, and it can actually sneak into that path layout here a little. It doesn't really matter. It's sitting very nice indeed if we just about make sure that it doesn't go into that area. It makes the whole pathway a little bit nicer to look at anyways. So I'm just going to plop it down. And I'm just going to admit that this looks really good. And now what we're going to do with this corner, because we have to fix that, we are just going to double tap. I'm going to go to the delete tool, and we're going to use the draw delete. And I'm just going to kind of, first of all, get rid of angle snap. We're just going to delete the bits in the middle here. And hold on, can I just do this a little nicer? I think what I need to do is just about find a way through here. Very nice usage of trees and layering, by the way. And I'm just going to delete everything, like, hold on, like so. Is it deleted? Yeah, it is. Okay, fair. There's still that tiny bit of path in the center, but that's okay. And there's a bit over here. Love the introduction of the music. Yeah, people will meander a little to the sides here. That's fine by me. I can just about, I can't scale this any smaller. But I'm just going to bring these trees over a tad bit more, and then just rotate this in a way. Yeah, there you go. Nice. That's super nice. So we have this area looking very neat indeed, and we can test that right. So this is also good. Does it block the view too much? I think it's very nice off to the side. Yeah, it doesn't. That is just still giving the park the skylines and stuff that it needs. You can. Oh my God, this coaster! Look at how insanely popular that is. How many people are queuing over here even? Oh my God, that is so good. That is so good. We haven't even been on ride with this one. We do need to do that in the last episode, my friends. It's getting better and better. So the whirlpool, is there waiting time because of people queuing? Is there anyone queuing actually? Oh yeah, there are people queuing. That's really good. Really good. Okay, let's see if already we have some more, like here, how's it called again? The flat ride. Do we have another small flat ride? So this is the Cat and Color. We have placed that one. Kraken, we've done that. Scissor, we've done the Scissor. The kickflip is still open, and that is a small one. The other ones we have placed down. Yeah, the Rhythm Express we have seen for a moment. This is the carousel, floral carousel we've also downloaded. The steampunk teacups are nice as well. But, oh, is this the... Oh, no, that's it looked like a little bit of a Dutch kind of little mill of some sort, but it isn't. Okay, I think we can go with the... Where's that? The kickflip. And the kickflip... Oh, it's bigger than I thought it is. Can we make room for that? Can we squeeze that into this area and then connect everything together? I think we can. I think we can. So if I'm able to just about do this in here, and I guess this would fit in here even better than I thought. It's going to tie together the areas quite nicely though. I can't place it. I'm just going to see if I will exactly put it here, because we can get rid of the tree and then the path. Okay, this is fantastic. However, we need to get rid of this path area here first of all real quick. And I mean, this whole thing will make a lot more sense once that is in. It just looks so much better. It just looks so much better. God, I'm loving to play this game like this. Honestly, that is much better than I've ever expected. I mean, I said that every single episode, but I don't even feel bad anymore. It's just such a... First of all, it goes to show the incredible talent in the community. It's outstanding. The talent in the community is rather ridiculous at this point, I must admit. There's just so much, so much to be loving. I'm just wondering, is this the queue area in the front? So if so, we might need to... What is all that like flat over here? Yes, we could actually dip that all below this area. We can actually dip this all below. It doesn't matter. We can make that work with the ride. Oh, look at that. That's actually not too bad. I'm wondering, is this all... What's that in the front? Is this all... Let's see if we can even squeeze that nicely in here so that it doesn't have any issues. It just about works. It works. Oh, that's just like a that's just like random path here in the front. Okay, I mean, we would have needed to place that anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so the way this train goes through here, I am absolutely fine with, and I don't even mind having this train go by in this way. It's fantastic. What we do have to change is obviously the entirety of this bit here, which, to be honest, again, is fine. We can do this. And now what we also have to do, and I guess I'm gonna do this by, okay, you know what, we're just gonna grab that one and we're just gonna draw everything is merged now, and we're just going to draw over this area here quite significantly like this. And then the same goes here. And yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that this works somehow, I guess. Okay, that was working like a charm. I was hoping it's gonna work this way. So as always, we would need to get rid of the foundation, and then that works. And we can actually just about paint over these areas here nicely. And then this all makes just so much more sense. And I'm willing to get rid of that and just place a bit of area here. So like flowers or whatnot. Just because there's the exit, we can have some trees and seatings there. It's all good. That's making a lot of sense. What I'm really not too happy about is this entire bit over here, because that just kind of makes this area feel so out of place, and so whatever, really not fitting that much. So what I'm actually doing is I'm just going to grab that one and just going to paint in a nice plaza. That makes just so much more sense. And then I'm just going to grab myself this bit over here, and okay, that doesn't work because of that edge. Okay, so can I just about connect this? I can. So then if that doesn't make a problem, okay, it doesn't, which is good. And so I'm just willing to use the pathing brush tool and doing it this way. And we all know what's going to happen right now. We all know that we have to get rid of the curb, because we all hate the curb. At least I do hate the curb. So curb is going to go here. It can be here in these little edges. I don't mind this too much. And now let's edit out this corner. And same goes with this one. Just about like that. And then just let's edit out this one too. Freaking fantastic. I didn't mean to make this episode so long. Okay, guys, it might actually be... It's the second last episode. I have to do one more to sign this project off for the summer. But it is looking fantastic, isn't it? I am absolutely in love with it. Okay, so the last episode is going to be bringing this all together. I think wait, what kind of flat drive we put in? That one can be opened now. Let's quickly wait for this kind of dipper thing to be tested as well. And let's have a look if there's any kind of notifications. Okay, well, there is no real problem at all at the park right now. There's like 2.7K guests in the park, which is a fair amount of people for this size of park, I believe. Could be more, could be less. I think it's all good. I would love to have more in here just to see how it works with the full kind of attendance. That would make sense, but like in general, I'm just incredibly happy. You can see there is also the issue that no one is going here, even though we have the little event point there. You know what? I'm just gonna grab a couple of Vista points then. So just that people go there. So we're gonna grab that one. It works way better than I thought it's gonna be. So we're gonna have one Vista point in that corner. I have never seen people there, and we're gonna have one here. So just that they use it. And they do use this fair bit over here, and they do go a lot around these edges, but like they wouldn't go into that area here because there is no real reason for them to go there. So I'm not willing to put like a random Vista point there. What I will do though is put 2 Vista points here so they have a look at this freaking wizard ride, whatever this ride is going to be and how this functions. That's still bothering me. It's still bothering me, but this one should be open as well. Yeah, it's open. Fantastic. I'm not even willing to place in more stuff in here. We've got a restaurant, we've got a lot of areas, we've got another restaurant over here. We can put a couple more vending machines throughout the park. And that is something I might do. And then we need to do our pleasure pond sign in the middle. And that is about it. Then this park is about done. We just need to put like a lot of hedges in here to fix the viewing at the beginning. We could also just grab a couple like buildings and trees and whatnot, but I guess I'm happy to just place these things down first of all and then have some hedges. But yeah, so this is the entrance. Pleasure Pond is going to be filled. 3.5K now. So now it's getting really filled. Okay, the Coastal Lovers thing has reached maximum awareness, which is great. But we are pausing this right now because I want this to do in one last episode in its full glory, and I hope you guys are up for it. This park looks beyond anything I've expected. It's looking really, really damn good, and we are going to make it finished in the next one. So stay tuned as always. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So until then, have a good one, and bye.